Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Can I Find Something I Love Within My Budget? This is one of the episodes in a 12-part series where we go in $100,000 increments all the way up to $1 million and then finish off the series with two final episodes, one at $1.5 million and the other one at $2 million. Our goal is to see if we can find something we love within those budgets. If you're interested in seeing something beyond the $2 million price point, please let me know, and I will be happy to help you customize a search exclusively for you based on your criteria. With that said, it's been very challenging for me to do this. I want to remind you that we are currently experiencing what I call the first actionable, quote unquote, the first actionable buyer's market in our history here in the Los Cabos MLS. Now, the Los Cabos MLS covers an area as far north as just a little bit beyond Loreto, Santa Rosalia on the Sea of Cortez, and San Juanico or Scorpion Bay on the Pacific side, all the way down to Los Cabos, and again from the Pacific to the Sea of Cortez. Now, for the first time ever, we're finding ourselves with over 2,500 listings on the MLS, and we are also, in the last year, we've gone from 30% of that inventory being resales to 50% of that inventory being resales. So what that means is we've had a 60 odd percent increase in resales in the last 12 months. And pre-construction is now at about 50% of that inventory. So it's quite an interesting time here in Baja Sur. And the buyer's market is being reflected primarily as not so much in drops in prices, but so much more inventory. Yeah, try to negotiate for sure. Most deals are going down between around, 3 to 10%, averaging anywhere between about 6%, if you would, under asking price. But what we're noticing more so is seller financing, both from developers and from individuals. So if you want to know more about seller financing, please feel confident to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to do a private Zoom with you and answer all your questions about the current market and what's going on here in Baja Sur, Mexico. Now, with that said, when I'm doing these $100,000 increments, I'm discovering that there's about 150 or more offerings within that $100,000 range. So for me to create these episodes for you, it becomes a little bit of a challenge. So what I did today was a little different. And I'm trying to keep these at an hour long, or maybe even bring them down to 30 minutes. Let me know what you would prefer in the comments below. Would you want a 30-minute episode over an hour episode? When I do a 1-hour episode, I usually cover about 10 different properties. If I can get it down to 5, likely we'll be able to do it in about 30 minutes. With that said, what I did today was something a little different, and I want your opinion. So what I did today was I looked in $20,000 increments from, and today's episode is about 300,000 to 400,000. So I went from 300 to 320, 320 to 340, and so on, all the way up to 400,000, right? And I selected, my goal was to select one within, but it's so difficult. So I ended up picking two within every $20,000 segment. So with that said, guys, I'm going to do an A and a B today. So A and a B, please let me know, do you like the A property better over the B property for that $20,000 segment? Again, we're going between $300,000 to $400,000. Give me all your opinions. I want to know what you think about the properties. I want to know if you think a 1-hour episode is good with 10 properties, or shall I do a 30-minute episode with 5 properties? Let me know. I want your opinion. Your feedback means a lot to me. So with that said, guys, I'm going to share my screen, and I want to remind you to please feel confident to create an account on reloadedbaja.com. The concept behind this series is to share with you how to make the best use of the MLS search function in your free account at reloadedbaja.com. So that's the whole idea, guys. And if you want to go along with me as I do this, feel free to leave this window playing in the background and go to reloadedbaja.com, go to your account, log in if it asks you to log in, or create one. Again, the information that is asked of you there, your name, your email address, and your cell phone number is used exclusively by myself and my team to reach out to you in as quickly of a fashion as we possibly can. Our goal and our promise to you is to reply to emails within 24 hours. And if you call or you text me via WhatsApp or whatever method you choose to text me, I will respond immediately, if not within the hour. Obviously, if I'm filming one of these episodes, please give me within the hour and I will respond. Okay. So again, go to reloadtobaja.com. You want to go to the MLS search function, click on property search, and this will bring you to this screen here. Now, these are the fields that we're going to play with primarily. And as I shared with you in previous episodes, we want to leave the area completely wide open to the entire MLS search area. So we're not going to use any of these pre-established locations, which you could use in the future if you want to just focus on any one of these areas. Okay. And as I shared with you earlier, what I was doing was today's episode is about $300,000 to $400,000, but I did it in $20,000 increments in order for me to select those properties, because there's about over 150 total properties within this $100,000 range. Now, you see I added the little $1 right there. I do that because I don't want to repeat what I saw in the previous segment at $380,000 exactly. So this gives us a true new $20,000 range, right? And to make it a little more refined, I did do 2 bedrooms minimum. Yes, there is more inventory. There are properties that are 1 bedrooms. So if you're interested in 1 bedrooms, please let me know. Reach out to me. I will help curate a refined search exclusively for you based on your personalized search criteria. But again, for the purpose of this series, I did 2 bedrooms minimum, 2 baths minimum. We're looking at property types that are houses and condos. And keep in mind, this does include both fractional ownership and pre-construction. For today's episode, I focused more on exclusively resales. I avoided pre-construction properties and I avoided fractional ownership. If you are interested in pre-construction or want to know more about fractional ownership, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to spend some time with you on a one-on-one and be able to discuss what that looks like and what it is as far as fractional ownership. And again, how to be careful with pre-construction. Under the More tab, as I've shared with you in the past, this is best to leave it as is. Try not to mess with these at all. Unfortunately, not all listings are very detailed. And if we are detailed in our search, we're likely going to miss out on properties that don't have those details checked on their boxes or whatever. And, you might miss out on a property that could be of high interest to you. So the only thing that I really did here was under view description, I added ocean view. I didn't do it exclusively on ocean front. I did it again on ocean view because this does include the ocean front properties. I wanted to give us as much variety as possible. So with that said, you can see right here that just between this $20,000 segment of 380 to 400,000, there's 41 results, right? So let's get started, guys. I went a little longer on my introduction because I wanted to explain this with you guys. So I am going to try to make up on time here. All right. So we're starting on the low end of the spectrum at the 300 to 320 range. So here's your first one. Here's your A. All right. Give me your opinion if you like this one. This is found in La Paz. And I discovered that this property here, again, on the north end of La Paz, we're finding that there's a lot of resale inventory on the north end of La Paz. And I'd like to remind you how close this is to the Malecon. The Malecon is this long boardwalk that starts way down here by the marina. And you can walk, skate, ride your bikes, roller skate, whatever you like to do, jog, run, walk. This is a great place for families, for lovers, for husband and wife to enjoy gorgeous morning sunrise or sunset. It's truly a gathering place for the entire community. And in this example, this sits on this little hillside right here. And this is a great little, well, not little, it's a great development that I saw as it was being built. Let's take a look at the details. Look at these views, guys. See, right already here, I know they're really not showcasing so much the views, but you're going to have water views, ocean views. You're facing east. You're going to have beautiful sunrises. And even though the sunsets aren't particularly in front of you, you'll be able to enjoy those beautiful colors in the sky as the sun sets. I mean, look at how spacious this living. I mean, this is it from me, this perspective, it looks nice and wide. You have a very nice, wide, open floor plan for the living, kitchen, and dining area. This is the only balcony on in the condo, but look at that view, right? I mean, gorgeous. Spacious bedrooms, natural stone floors. The carpentry looks excellent. And city lights view at night, right? Okay, this is your pool area. You're not going to have any views per se, but again, this is your common area on the rooftop, okay? So you have the common areas on the rooftop, you have the pool on the backside, and look at those views. This is a semicircular building, so it offers tremendous views. Game room, that's cool. And garages. I mean, you've heard me make a big deal about garages before. I'm kind of laughing at myself because, yeah, garages are a big deal. Speaking in general, I think you're going to find more properties with garages in La Paz over Los Cabos, potentially. But with that said, you got garages. All right, let's take a look at what this tells us here. Exclusive residential development with a unique circular architectural design, offering breathtaking panoramic views of the Bay of La Paz and the majestic Sea of Cortez. Located in the highly sought-after Colinas del Sol neighborhood, just minutes from the Malecon and downtown. The project seamlessly blends functionality, privacy, and comfort. Each residence is thoughtfully designed to offer spacious interiors, private terraces, and sophisticated ambiance within a community featuring premium amenities. A private terrace in every unit, pool area with jacuzzi, sun loungers, tanning decks, two spacious panoramic rooftop terraces with lounge areas and built-in barbecue grills, multi-purpose events room, control your own automatic parking gate, 24/7 security, and then it goes into Spanish. So that's, I mean, really, really cool place. HOA fee of $400. I'm sure that's per month. Obviously, you have elevators, you have security 24/7, as it mentioned, the pool, the game room, and the location, which is really cool. Now, here comes your B, guys. I want your opinion on the B now. Now, we're finding ourselves in Cabo San Lucas in what is known as the Cabo Corridor. This is the El Tizal hillside. You've heard me mention the El Tizal hillside. One of the main features of this hillside, its view to Land's End, the famous iconic Land's End view. This is a great gated community. It's a master plan community. There is a school here, and you'll also find that there is this farm to table restaurant known as El Huerto, which is phenomenal. And the El Tizal hillside is very self-contained. Here is Walmart, here is Costco as an example, and you are just minutes away from the main beach, the public parking area, all of the beach clubs, and of course, the marina and downtown Cabo. Now, let's take a look at the details on this one. Now, this is a very rare, and I say rare because it's a ground floor condo. In this building, the top floor condos are not true penthouses. You don't have a private rooftop, but the ground floor condos have their own little green area, so if you happen to have pets, and because of the elevation, you have this view from the ground floor. This is a really great little opportunity. Ground floor condo, remodeled. As you can see right here, they went in there and they did the floors over again. These were not the original floors. They are ceramic tile floors. You have this really cool backsplash. They redid the carpentry. They redid the countertops. Beautiful L-shaped kitchen, dining room area, living room area. And these are your views. I mean, you go outside, these will open up and you have this wonderful indoor-outdoor living experience. Outdoor kitchen, barbecue area. That's a king-size bed, spacious bedrooms. And this is really neat. It looks like they turned the third bedroom. I mean, that is clearly a day bed. You can use that, obviously, as a sleeping area. But here you go. Look at that. It's like an office / bedroom. Clearly, they have children. Sleeps 2 people potentially here. This is the condo itself, as you can see right here, this ground floor. Now, the developer is still building over here, and what's really cool about this, guys, is that those views are virtually guaranteed. I mean, way off in the distance, there is a slope. There's a grading here that goes down. There are buildings that are like 3 stories, 4 stories tall, way over here, they're not blocking the view. Okay. All of the homes here are all 2-story homes, what you see over here on the adjacent side. But here in front, these are all 2-story homes. And that's your view right there. There you go. All right, let's take a look at the details. Remember, this is the B. I want your opinion on the B. Discover the perfect blend of comfort and convenience in this ground floor condo in Cabo del Mar, a master plan community in Cabo San Lucas, boasting a prime location. This property is just minutes from the downtown, the beach, the renowned restaurants, supermarkets, and hospitals, featuring 2 bedrooms plus a versatile TV room that can be easily converted into a 3rd bedroom. This condo offers flexibility for families and guests. The open concept design allows for a seamless flow between indoor and outdoor spaces, where you can enjoy ocean views from the comfort of your own private garden. Condo Lunamar offers the ideal lifestyle for those seeking tranquility and proximity to all essential amenities. This unit's ground floor location ensures easy access and adds to its appeal as a fantastic investment or vacation home. Don't miss out this opportunity to own a slice of paradise in one of Cabo's most desirable communities. Yeah, I mean, I would agree 100%. Let's take a look at this HOA fee. That is in pesos, guys. That is likely per month. 3,600 pesos is closer to about $200 in today's exchange rate, maybe slightly less. Okay, this will obviously vary based on exchange rate, but in pesos, 3,600, likely pay it at the beginning of the year and be done with it. All right, let's go on. So again, we just did B. This is the first segment of $20,000. Which one did you like better, the A or did you like the B? All right, let me know. All right, guys, now we're moving on to our next segment of $20,000, $320,000 to $340,000. All right, we're still in Cabo San Lucas, but now we find ourselves in downtown Cabo. This is Cardinal Living. You're looking at a top floor condominium above you, just 1 floor above, and which is easy to get to either by elevator, if you happen to be taking stuff up there, or by stairs. The condo is located very close to both the elevator and the stairs, so you can easily access the rooftop amenities, which is what you're looking at right here. Let me give you a quick idea of its location on the map. And you are in downtown Cabo San Lucas, guys, right here. Some folks will walk this, as it's only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd blocks before you get to the main downtown area or so. And then from there, the marina, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So it's a great location. Uber is easy to use here, so do that. What's really cool about this building is that at the ground floor, you have commercial spaces, including 2 restaurants, 1 Japanese restaurant and 1 taco restaurant. So if you want your sushi or you want your tacos, you got it both. They have great margaritas at the taco place, and they have phenomenal sushi at the sushi place. In addition to, there's a nice little dress shop for the ladies, and for the guys that want tech stuff, there's a great little tech store there as well. And right across the street is where I get my haircut. So if you like my haircut, I guess you can go to that guy, right? But that said, you got it all right there, literally. And Ubering is easy to do from this location, right down Cabo San Lucas Avenue, and you are right in the heart of it all. So it's an excellent location, and I want you to take a look at the views from this rooftop. Look at that. This is your evening views. What you're looking at right here, these are cabanas. So you can use these cabanas. They're not private per se, but obviously as you're using them at that time, that day, they're yours while you're using it. This is a wonderful pool area right here. You have a fire pit area and a hot tub as well. There's your fire pit. Look at that view. That is gorgeous. Now, this is your A option. Let me know what you think about the A option in the 320 to 340 range. All right. This is your outdoor kitchen. And like I said, you got cabanas. You got, which overlook the city and the Cape of San Lucas. Outdoor kitchen, wonderful pool area, fire pit, hot tub. And this is your condo right here. And again, you have views from the living room as you're sitting down watching your favorite game. You can see the Cape of San Lucas. That means you're going to be able to see fireworks at night, okay, from this location. Enjoy a great bottle of wine, beautiful city lights views at night. Great little kitchen, dining area. You have a bar area right here for your eating. or dine outside. Al fresco. This is your main bedroom here. And you wake up in the morning and look at that view, right? That's your Y. Double vanity bathroom. And what's really cool about this rooftop, guys, the second area here, outdoor area, you have an outdoor gym. You also have a his and hers bathroom and an out and a shower as well. So you can get completely cleaned up after the workout and then go ahead, rinse off, and head to the pool. Here's that outdoor gym. And like I said, down here you have all this commercial area. And for those of you that love brisket and barbecue and stuff right here, there's a seafood restaurant over here and a brisket. Don Brisket is the guy's name. Don Brisket. So you can have brisket, seafood, tacos, Japanese, all right here, right virtually on the block. Covered parking underground, so which is phenomenal. And you have a 24-hour security guard as well and a reception desk. So this works phenomenal for Airbnb. There you go. Okay, so this is your A, guys. Okay, I'm going to move on now and give you some details. Those were the cabanas right there that you get to see. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at the details. In the heart of downtown Cabo San Lucas, a few blocks from the main plaza, vibrant restaurants, bars, art galleries, and boutique shops within an 8-minute walk to the marina, and about one mile, 1 1/3 mile to Medano Beach. Cabo's prized stretch of sand. This modern condo complex includes stylish rooftop with pool, cabanas, hot tub, fire pit, outdoor gym, kitchen, elevators, underground parking. Enjoy luxurious interiors with open living and dining areas adjacent to modern kitchens, ideal for indoor-outdoor entertaining. Offered fully furnished and ready to rent, can produce rental income for savvy investors. An urban oasis combining downtown proximity, rooftop amenities, and spectacular views. An ideal choice as a stylish vacation home or strong investment property. All right, and the HOA is, they didn't give us the HOA, but we can find out for you if this is something you're interested in. Again, this is your A option. Let's go to B. Okay, so now we find ourselves in a different municipality altogether. And this is quite an interesting find, okay? Because we find ourselves in San Juanico, which is Scorpion Bay. And as I mentioned to you before, if you're a big surfer, see point one, point two, point three, point four, you have one of the longest waves right here. It goes surfing all the way from what was that again? Point four. You can surf in all the way from point four all the way back in. I mean, it is a really long wave, guys. And this is the small little town of San Juanico right here. And look at this location. This is the main road right here. And this is your beach. And you're located right here. This is known as Kawabunga Bungalows, right? So it's a really rare opportunity for $330,000 to own this property. How big is the lot? Let's see here. Yeah, this is about going on almost 500 square meter lot, maybe a little larger than that. Let's take a look at this. So this is a business. I mean, if you wanted to have, this is apartments, bungalows, or cabana, you can rent these out. See these individual little bungalows right here? They have solar panels. Look at their bar, restaurant. You have a kitchen right here. Beer on tap. I mean, if you're dreaming of like having a surfside little bed and breakfast in a still growing destination, San Juanico, this is rare. Sweet little opportunity in a small little town. 8 bedrooms, 5 baths, 3,900 plus square feet for $330,000. You're buying location and land right here. And look at these views from the second floor. Yeah. So this is under 800 square meters, not too shabby. This property is turnkey, clean with great charm. It is a great location, just half a block from the ocean and half a block from the main road that runs through town. An amazing view of the bay from the second story. Downstairs has a main house with 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, kitchen, living room. Upstairs has a 1 bedroom with full bath, kitchen, dining, and living room. Storage and 3 casitas outside with separate men's and women's bathrooms and shower. They didn't give us much more detail there, but I mean, it's phenomenal. Yeah, just under 800 square meters of land. So, which do you prefer, A or B? This is B right here. This was your A over here in downtown Cabo for just about the same price, right? Which one would you pick? All right, let's move on to the next one. And now we're in the next segment. We're going between 340 to 360. Here's your A, okay? We're on the East Cape. Now, this is a very great location as well. I want to show you on the map here. We find ourselves out on the East Cape, not too far from San Jose del Cabo. Easy to get to as far as San Jose is concerned. We're talking about a 40-odd minute ride in or less. I'm being very conservative with that. This is a dirt road right here as you reach right here. And you can, I want to show you this real quick. So this is the road right here. This road, I don't know if you can see it on the map. Okay, but here you go. This right here, this road is all paved. It's all paved until you get to this intersection. From here, it becomes a dirt road, okay? And you're heading further east along the East Cape Road. So again, just to give you a good sense of location, this is San Jose Historic Downtown District. This is the second marina in the Los Cabos area. This one is in San Jose, Puerto Los Cabos. And you're taking the East Cape Road, which is all paved, okay? All paved until you get to right here. You come down this path, and then you head a little further east on a dirt road, and you pass La Fortuna. Now, these are surf breaks. This is what I want to point out to you. Surf breaks, surf breaks, surf breaks. All of these are surf breaks right along here. And then you end up right here, okay? Right at this location by Playa Boca de Vinoramas. And again, another surf break, right? Very, very close. What's really cool about this property is take a look at this. Look at how large this parcel of land is, okay? And how close you are to the beach. So yeah, it's rustic living out here. You'll be using septic, you'll be using solar, you'll be using trucked in water. There are local water wells. You're not the only one out here, obviously. There's a great community of both Mexican expatriates from Canada and the United States that love living out here, that love the tranquility, love the surfing. I mean, look at this. And this place is really becoming popular and expensive. I mean, you're seeing multi-million-dollar homes on the way to your property. The Vita Sol Hotel is just a stone's throw away from here. Look at this gorgeous beach. Look at that. Look at that turquoise waters. It's and very close. Look at how large this land is. And that Vita Sol, they have a great restaurant, great drinks. They also have like a organic market that goes on there. So it's a great location, truly. It personally, the La Fortuna area is a place that I love to go to the beach. The Surf Shack is a property unlike any other on the southern East Cape, measuring over 2.5 acres and minutes from the gorgeous bay at Punta Perfecta in the heart of Boca de las Vinoramas, Baja California Sur, Mexico. The property has several existing structures on it and takes its name, House of Fun, from the palapa roofed red brick house where everyone in the neighborhood knew if the colorful lights were on, a great fiesta was happening and they were invited. There is a well-maintained solar system, 2 palapa roofed bedrooms, 2 bathhouses, and a garage with a large carport, plus supporting infrastructure on the property. The carport was designed to protect a Hobie Cat sailboat, including tie downs, from the sun and wind. See supplement. That's the supplement that I have via the MLS. You're not going to find it on the website. When it when it wasn't being sailed, it was sailed out to visit the humpback whales and catch dorado. This property has the charm of Baja before it was world renowned, and only the toughest adventurers made their way off the beaten path to places like Vinorama. Just minutes from Nine Palms Surf Break, that's another surf break. This is the spot for surfers, kite surfers, fishermen, fishers, people looking to homestead or needing extra space to escape the maddening crowds. 45-minute drive from Los Cabos International Airport and 1 hour from San Jose del Cabo. Like I said, not too shabby, not too far at all. Yeah, what can I tell you? That says it all, guys. Which do you prefer? This is A, okay? We're looking at your A. Let's take a look at B. So now we're back in the Cabo corridor. We're exactly at the $360,000 price point. And let's take a look at this map. This is a penthouse. We're back inside the Camino del Mar area, which is what this community is. We looked at it earlier in today's episode. Again, there is a school here. There is a great farm-to-table restaurant. You're super close to Costco, Walmart, and the main beach, the beach clubs, the marina, and downtown within just about 10 minutes. Okay, let's take a look at this property. Now, this is what they call a true penthouse because you have access to a private rooftop deck. Okay, and look at this. It's fairly new. It looks like it's nicely decorated. Spacious bedrooms. That's a king-size bed. Which one would you pick, guys? A or this one, B? They've done some nice little details here, laminates to give it some flair. You have a wet bar area, your full kitchen, living laundry area. There's a great pool here. You have a phenomenal gym as well. There's a dog park, a kiddie park. This is your private rooftop, and you are looking towards the sunsets here. Basketball court, and a great pool actually to swim at. Let me see if they'll show it to us here. There's your kids park. So yeah, so you have a pool right here. This is the deeper one where you have lanes to swim in. You have shallower areas for the kids. Have a good time. All right, let's take a look at the details here. Penthouse condo with private rooftop for sale in Camino del Mar. Stunning sunsets in El Tezal, Cabo San Lucas. Welcome to Penthouse B303, a beautifully maintained 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo located on the top floor of the La Jolla section in the secure and family-friendly Camino del Mar community. This penthouse unit is not only spacious and bright, it also includes a private rooftop terrace, perfect for enjoying Cabo's famous sunsets and entertaining guests under the stars. Interior features 2 spacious bedrooms with plenty of natural light and built-in closets, 2 full bathrooms, ideal for families or hosting guests. Open plan living and dining area, custom carpentry throughout for a warm, refined finish, located on the 3rd top floor, ensuring quiet and privacy, private rooftop. All right, let's see. Do they show the HOA? HOA fee of 2,600 pesos. That's paid per month. You're looking at about $190 odd at the current exchange rate, right around in there. Not too shabby. Built in 2023. So which one do you like? This is your B. This is your A. In the 340 to 360 range, guys. So let me know what you think. Which one would you pick? Put them in the comments below. All right. So now we're in the $360,000 to $380,000 price range. We still find ourselves in Cabo San Lucas and on the El Tizal hillside, located kind of behind Costco, sort of. There's this little enclave right here. You see this little bend that kind of makes this little angle right here? This is Vista Real. Vista Real is made up of these, 1, 2 streets right here, and then there's a gate or an archway. There is a security guardhouse right here, and all of these are in the master community of Vista Real. Okay. However, each one of these are individual little HOAs. Okay. So you do have a master HOA and a communal HOA for your specific section or segment, if you would, within Vista Real. And we're going to be looking at the beautiful thing about this location is that you find yourselves right here by Latitude 22 Roadhouse, which is live music. This is where you're going to find that, American fare food. If you're missing, your meatloaf, this is the place to have it. They have great hamburgers. They have phenomenal, food that you're used to eating in the U.S. It is not Mexican food. They got great drinks and live music. It's a fun hangout. Lots of Americans and Canadians love to go there and watch their favorite sports. Now, you're not too far from Costco either. Okay. And right over here, you have Cabo Grill, which is a great restaurant for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And right here, you have a plaza with phenomenal, at least 4 great restaurants, fine dining, a phenomenal Italian deli as well. And you are this close to Costco, the gasoline station at Costco, and the 24-hour supermarket Soriana Hiper, right? And again, if you want to get down to the main beach, here you are, the marina, and downtown, all within minutes. So it is a phenomenal location. This particular condo, ironically, is a condo that I sold a long time ago to one of my clients, helped them sell it, and now it's on the market again. It looks like they may be upgrading, which is what happens very commonly, guys. People come down here, they're not sure if they really love the place or not. So they start with something and then they upgrade or they downgrade, right? It's doable. But what's really nice about this particular location, and I want to share this with you, is across the street is a community of 2-story homes. So the view that I'm going to share with you right now is the view you're going to keep. Okay. And there is talk that the high power tension lines will go underground in the future. How far in the future? No one knows, right? But there is talk about that. This is a great condo sold fully furnished. This is the master bathroom here, double vanities. You have balcony off the master bedroom, off the living room. This palm tree is growing, but there's your Land's End view. And the view in this direction here is the view that I'm expressing you are going to keep from your balcony. There's your view. Again, here's the community. So yes, there's condo towers over here, but from this point to the right, this entire area is an existing subdivision of 2-story homes. So that is going to be kept. There's only 4 condos in this building, and they have this privately shared rooftop. So these 4 condos have access to this rooftop area where you have this phenomenal outdoor kitchen. You have a hot tub, fire pit. And again, look at this view. That's your view from your rooftop. This is a 2nd floor condo, and this is the community pool that is shared between 3 buildings. There's a total of 12 condominiums in this little section. And this gives you a better idea of the community that I was talking about. So this is the building that I was talking about right here. It's this condo right here on this end. You come right upstairs and you have access to this private area. So easy access, easy to get to. And here's the community that I was talking about that is already built. And these are all 2-story homes right here. You can even see the grandeur of these homes. They're large residences right here. So all of this will not be built on and obstruct your view whatsoever. Yep. All right, let's move on to the details. This condo presents exclusive living within a low-density complex with 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom layout, provides a comfortable living space for the residents. The large terrace provides an outdoor area for relaxing and entertaining with ocean and arch views. Residents also enjoy the community pool. One of the other features is the expansive shared rooftop, which is equipped with a jacuzzi, barbecue grill, fire pit, and pergola. The panoramic views from the rooftop is an ideal setting for social activities and enjoying that morning cup of coffee or the breathtaking Cabo San Lucas sunsets, ocean views, and local scenery. Now, by the way, with this 2-bedroom, you do get 2 parking spaces, which is rare for a 2-bedroom condo. Most 2-bedroom condos in Cabo San Lucas will usually only have 1 parking spot. The HOA fee here is $250 a month. And that's all she wrote. This is your A, okay? So ironically, 202A. This is your A. Let's take a look at B. Now we find ourselves on the Pacific side. We are now on the Pacific side over by Todos Santos. In Todos Santos is actually the north side of Todos Santos, el otro lado, as some of them like to say, on the other side of this little, you can see this little green belt right here. This is what kind of marks the south side of Todos, the original historic downtown district area of Todos Santos. This is where you're going to find all the art galleries and the famous, Hotel California, and some of the nice swanky restaurants like Oistera, et cetera, et cetera. You cross this little green belt and now you're on the other side, right? And that's where this is located right here, right up Telmex Street, at the very end right here. So let's take a better look at these details. Now, this lot has an adjacent lot. It looks like it's a spec home. The owner investor built two homes, as you can see right here, adjacent to each other. These are two separate properties, two separate lots. They're both for sale with only about a $5,000 difference between the two. So if you wanted to buy both lots, that would be pretty cool. There's plenty of room to expand here and obviously turn this into something bigger, better, depending on you and your vision, right? It is single level living with a rooftop deck. And of course, as I mentioned, you have space in the back, but you have a lot of space in the front. I can envision, because of the grading here, and you can see that there is a grade here. There's an incline. You can build a pool off the living room, dining room area, and then build a garage further down here. You can dig into the land and put a garage down here and kind of keep the grade level off of the deck area right here, right? So build a pool, build a garage, make the roof over the garage kind of this expansive patio area. I can envision a lot of things going on here. They used a lot of Perota wood. That's what this looks like it is in the carpentry. Perota is a hardwood that's excellent against termites. Natural stone floors is what that looks like to me. And look at these views from the single level living. You have ocean views. This is your B, guys. Let me know. What do you think? What do you feel about this one? Do you like the B better than the A? Remember, A is a condo, right? Isla del Sol condo, fully furnished in Cabo San Lucas. Great proximity to everything. Or a little bit more ruralness, right? And you're on the north side of Todos Santos with these views on your own lot that you can expand on. Which would you prefer, A or B? Obviously, the rooftop here is ready to outfit for an outdoor kitchen. And look at your views from the rooftop. All right. Any other pictures? We're looking at the back. It looks like they have a little storage room. All right. Let's take a look at the details here. Modern Mexican home nestled in the unique landscape of Todos Santos, where the desert meets the sea. The house is designed with a perfect harmony between contemporary and Baja style, making the most of the breathtaking views towards the Pacific Ocean and the majestically mountains on the horizon. Well, that's a weird sentence. With 2 bedrooms and 2.5 baths, it's the perfect house for a small family or a great rental investment. Located in one of the most emblematic and peaceful neighborhoods, combining the serenity of the desert and ocean with everything the town has to offer. Yeah, it's easy to get around in Todos Santos, truly. There's great little restaurants along the main road as well. You're not too far from everything. All right. That is your B, guys. And this was your A. Which one do you like better? Let me know, A or B, in the 360 to 380 range. All right. And now we're moving on to our final segment. It looks like I'm kind of doing this under an hour. I'm proud of myself on that one. If I went too fast, please let me know. I want your comments down below. I'm trying to find the right rhythm for these things and deliver the best product for you. So that is the most important thing. All right. So these last two, these are quite interesting. This is a very rare find. Condominiums in this little gated community don't come up too often, and much less with these views. This is Condos Calafia. Condos Calafia is found inside a gated community. So this is a gated community inside a gated community. So first of all, let me just point out real quick. This is a grainy satellite image. I get it. But you can see 1, 2, 3, these buildings right here. These are the buildings that make up Calafia, Condos Calafia. It does have a tennis court, or pickleball court nowadays, can be used both ways, right? So this is the parking area for Condos Calafia. I would say that this pin location is not in the right pin location, because the condo that we're going to be looking at is over here. Okay. And this is very key to what I'm going to describe to you. Now, this little path you see right here, this path, you reach this area right here, and you have a direct path down a spiral stairwell that leads you to this beach, Cabo Bayo Beach. This is a phenomenal swimming beach, snorkeling beach. It's pet friendly. I mean, it is super cool, super awesome, this little beach right here. Truly, it is accessible by the public, because there's no such thing as a private beach in Mexico yet, because it's behind a double gated community. It's most people aren't going to go there. Most people who don't live there within the gated community are not going to go there. So that's phenomenal. There is another gated community right here. And what that means is there's 2 gated communities within a gated community, and Calafia is one of them. And just to give you a better sense, the gated community that they're found inside of is called Cabo Bayo. Cabo Bayo is right across the street from Home Depot, Fresco, which is a phenomenal supermarket. You do have a doctor's office and hospital. There's a hospital right here. There's a doctor's office right across the street. There's a great wine and spirits store as well, a furniture store, Home Depot, as I mentioned, and Fresco, all right here. And as far as Cabo is concerned, you are just minutes away from downtown Cabo, the main beach, the marina, and like I said, downtown. So again, inside Cabo Bayo, you will find Condos Calafia, right? So let's take a look at this condo right here. This is your view, right? Look at that. This is, I think it's called Del Rey. Off the top of my head right now, I'm forgetting the name of this gated community. But you're looking at multi-million-dollar homes right here, okay? One of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the drummer, Chad Smith, used to own inside of this gated community right here. Playa del Rey. It's called Playa del Rey, if I'm not mistaken. This little gated community. So you're really looking over this gated community right in front of you with these views. What that means to you is that this view is a forever view. You are going to get to keep this view. The main gate is right here. This is a remodeled condo with large format tiles. Again, here's your view off of one of the balconies. The bedroom views of the water. They've done an excellent job in remodeling, refurbishing this condo. This little gated community does come with 2 pools. I believe one of them is an adult pool. The other one is a family pool. Both of the pool areas, I believe, have a little barbecue area as well. And that's it. All right, let's take a look at the details. One-of-a-kind moneymaker property steps away from one of the semi-private beach in one of the most emblematic residential communities in Cabo San Lucas. This is the second time we see emblematic today in Cabo San Lucas, Cabo Bayo. Fully furnished and ready to start getting profits through a short-term rentals, or if preferred, your little piece of paradise to retreat yourself. I would agree. It's not the biggest condo, 839 square feet, but the location. It's the location and the proximity to that beach. That's really what you're getting with this, guys. Built in 1998. It's a tried and true construction. Been there through it all. What can I tell you? Rare opportunity to find a condo like this. This is your A. So let me know what you think about this. We're in the $380,000 to $400,000 segment of today's video. And now we're looking at Torres Cantera. We're in La Paz, again, on that north end of La Paz area. You're starting to see a trend here, guys, with all of these condos on the north end. The last one we looked at today was right here on this little bend. And now we're even a little bit farther north over here. You would access this area through Avenida Palmira right here. And again, access to the Malecon right? This is a little bit more residential-y area. You're not going to find a lot of restaurants or bars across the street from the Malecon because it's not the downtown area of the Malecon, but still the Malecon. Easy access to this road right here will take you to all of the downtown restaurant areas in front of the Malecon if you wanted to get to it. But again, one of the basic uh, benefits that you're getting here is the elevation and height on this hillside. And look at the angle at which this condo building is built. Um, you're going to have these direct west views. Okay. So you're talking sunsets and amazing La Paz Bay and Sea of Cortez views. I mean, just gorgeous. So let's take a look at the details here. So your common areas, beautiful large pool. You actually have two of them. Living room, dining room, kitchen area. And look at that view right down that open floor plan. Like, it does not matter where you're standing in this condo, you're going to have a view. City lights, Sea of Cortez. There's your master bedroom. Here's your second bedroom. Even the second bedroom has mountain views, right? I mean, gorgeous little views. Oh, look at these guys. Apparently, they like to hookah, right? And they got their little rolling wet bar. And we're repeating. So let's take a look at the details here. Discover luxury living in the spacious 2-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom condo located on the 5th floor of Torres Cantera, one of La Paz's most sought-after residential communities. Offering breathtaking city and sea views, this modern unit is designed for both comfort and style. Experience the perfect blend of elegance, comfort, and convenience in this exceptional condo. Whether you're looking for a full-time residence, a vacation home, or an investment opportunity, this is an opportunity you don't want to miss. Ready to move in, furniture included, also has a storage unit on the first floor that most apartments do not have. I think they meant to say that most apartments do not have. Yeah, so that's a plus, huge plus. And the HOA fee, they didn't give it to us, but we know it's monthly. Tax amount, again, as I've mentioned to you before, let's ignore that because it will be reassessed at time of transfer of ownership. On something like this, again, I want to be very conservative. Let's say closer to $800 on the high end, can be less, but I want to prepare you for that and have you be delighted that, hey, it's less than what Sid said. So this is your B, guys, in that $380,000 to $400,000, $20,000 segment of today's episode, $380,000 to $400,000. Which would you prefer? B, Torres Cantera in La Paz, or the Calafia condo inside of Cabo, the gated community within a gated community with access to virtually its own beach, okay, here at Cabo? Which one would you like? Please give me your comments below. I'm interested in hearing your comments. Guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I truly appreciate the time that you spend with me in these episodes. It is phenomenal. And with that said, guys, thank you so much again. I'd love to keep sharing with you more, but I don't know if you're following. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Always, if you have any friends or family members or anyone that you know within your circle that might be interested in knowing more about owning in Baja Sur, please share these videos with them. Let them know that there is possibly something that they might fall in love with within their budget. All right, guys. Look to seeing you guys on the next one. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.